Hey, Floofs, love ya. Nice to see. Oh, thanks for following. Sorry, I'm like caffeinated, and I have to unfortunately say that I installed a mod last night for hitbox detection for Dark Souls One, and I want to, I just for the sake of clarity, I have zero intention on playing with mods uh, that enhance gameplay in any sort of way. Like, I don't want to play with mods that are basically cheats. Um, but I installed this mod. It was the hitbox. It just overlays enemy hitboxes and just any hitbox you want to toggle in the game. And I did this to practice the consumables only route to see specific lineups for specific bosses. I guess to say I also downloaded like a boss rush mod. Well, it's a mod that spawns you into a post or a pre fog gate version of like boss. So if I go up to like you walk up to like a little shrine and it's like, oh, this shrine takes you to like Priscilla, this one takes you to whoever, blah 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 blah. That's basically the mod. And I was using that to test lineups, blah blah blah. And for whatever reason, despite not playing um despite not playing it on our pyromancer, I can show you, I made a separate class to play on this mod with. Here we go. Her name's Cunt. For whatever reason, the save file for this specific class challenge got corrupted. Um, I have no idea why. I have no clue why it corrupted our one save file, but not any other one. Because if it had corrupted Captain Moral or Cunt, I wouldn't have cared. If it had corrupted all of them, I wouldn't have cared. That's the bottom line. But it's the fact that it corrupted the one that like I had spent 4 hours working on stream yesterday. That's what's irritating to me, I guess. But it's not like I really care too much, because funnily enough, yesterday's recording, the export was also like a little wonky. So I wouldn't have even been able to like export that first episode of the Pyromancer Clash Challenge, because the Twitch VOD wasn't exporting for God knows what reason. So it all checked out, which is really cool. Or it all worked out in the end, which is really cool. How do you spell floofies? Floof. YS. There we go. There we go. My activity thing wasn't caught up. Yeah, we're just gonna restart. I'm not gonna like throw a tantrum or really care much at all. It's just unfortunate, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like, of all of the things to... Of all the things to sort of, like, be an issue, that was the weirdest. It only affected the save file that was our current on-stream playthrough. Absolutely bonkers, unheard of. But, like, to be fair, I did read the installation guide. Anytime you install a mod on any game, you're gonna read that, like, hey, warning, this could affect blah blah blah. You know, I did get that warning. So, like, I'm not... That's another thing, is that I'm not butthurt that, like... I guess it's the fact that we got to Anorland. We got to Ornstein and Snow. You know, we got there. We did all that fun shit. We farmed. We farmed very well. And then we proceeded to just lose it all. But it's fine. It's more content. It means I don't have to try as hard today, because I know that yesterday we already did everything that we did today. You know? I reread the rules of the class challenge. I do have to use the shield. There are a few variations of the class challenge. One of them, you're not even allowed to upgrade things. You have to keep everything like default, which I think is a little insane. And then the other, there's one that says like you're not allowed to buy items, which I don't quite understand, because what items would I be buying anyways, other than the Crest of Artorias to go fight Sif? Oh, did we actually talk to that idiot for once? God damn it. I was so distracted I accidentally talked to him. And that enemy fell. Oh no. No, I was so... just sort of confused by the concept of, like... Oh, that was awkward. That was awkward. Confused by the concept of, like... why can't I buy items? What items would I be buying? And then it kind of dawned on me, like... If you start as a class with, like, an archery prefix, you literally can't finish your challenge. Like, you're locked out of your challenge because you can't buy more arrows. So I got to thinking, like, what is the point of what is the point of these challenges not having? I'm sorry, what is the point of these challenges having the no buying things stipulation? And apparently there isn't. It's class dependent. And I'm sitting here reading this like, why isn't this in like the updated guide for these class only playthrough or challenges? Because the way you read it is, it makes it sound like it makes it sound as though you're like locked. You're locked into just never using items, which is utterly ridiculous. Nonsensical, makes so little sense. Is poopananny. Literally, it wouldn't be you wouldn't be able to play so many of these challenges if you couldn't buy things like arrows for some of the classes. So I just sort of had to accept the fact that, like, it was a mistake, and it was a mistake. I'm kind of just running dialogue here as we kind of catch up. Alright, humanity rat. I talked to some people in like the meme speedrun community about rat percent, and it's like a no-go. It's too dependent on like weird things, and and I say a no-go, and like nothing's stopping me from like titling my stream Dark Souls rat percent and just doing a rat percent stream where we for those who missed yesterday's stream, that rat has a chance to drop a humanity, and we just call it the good luck rat. You know, if it drops a humanity, that's good luck for the run. If it doesn't, it's not bad luck. But if it does, it's good luck. It's just that kind of thing. It's like Groundhog's Day. Like, it doesn't really change anything. It's just like a superstition. So we have that superstition here, and it's fun. So why not? You know, who's it hurting? Nobody. So it's like... Oh, I'm doing this in like a weird spot, huh? It's just that sort of like... If we base the run around like starting and restarting the run until that rat drops humanity, I thought it'd be fun. Like, you have to make a new character every time. You know? That's the fun in it. Is you're not just like, it's not like you die. It's not like you don't get the humanity, so you die. It's you have to make a new character every time. I mean, we'd call it rat percent. And it's just for fun. But people were saying it's like not. The biggest complaint, or the biggest concern I saw was it's not competitive enough. Like, it's not something that could be routed. Like, you can't route rat percent. And I was, well, that's not really true. Because there would clearly be like a best class and a best whatever. Whatever class starts with the most endurance. Whatever class, you know. You start black fire bombs, you do all that jazz. Can you attack? There we go. You start black fire bombs, you do all that shit. It's played out like a normal speedrun will be played out, which is why I think it's so funny. But it stops and ends the moment that stupid-ass rat gives you a humanity. I think it's cute. It's a cute idea for like a meme run we might do one day. Actually, as a matter of fact, I might set it. Since I was told, I discussed some things with the council, I guess the Founders Council. New Game Plus and any percent were met. I don't want to redo them for every run as like the community channel point goal. So I'm going to go back to one channel point goal, like we did with Borderlands. And I'm going to make that rat percent. So I think... Honestly, for something really cheap as well, like I'm thinking like 10,000 channel points, which I know some of you can meet in like that can be met in a single stream, you know. Enough of you here. The Chris Chan karaoke was like, it could have happened 3 times by now if a certain mod was cruel, but she promised not to do Chris Chan karaoke because it feels like cheating if a mod does it. If a mod who's sitting here from start to end, every stream, you know, just kind of has that happen. Also, both my mods are women. That's cool. I kind of just had that thought. I had the idea of like who I wanted to have as my second mod, and it kind of changed over time. And I don't mean that in like, you can see through that like wall down there. Like if you look above where it says Fireball right now, that door, you can like see through it. It's funny. I never noticed that before. It's the only reason I'm pointing it out is because I've never noticed it before. Anyways, we have our mods now. Speaking of which, I have to open my second monitor. I don't have my second monitor open. I usually don't do the second monitor, but lately I haven't been doing it, but I should be doing it now because oh yikes, it's somewhat hard to see it's a little challenging, I guess, no pun intended, to see some specific things without it. Those specific things are primarily like the channel point goals. And if I can't see the channel point goals, I can't do anything. Like, I can't really do much. Also, it has my like FPS and all that shit on it. It's like I really can't do much. Like, it's not as like. Do we go the full 18? It's not as like profitable, I guess. I don't know if I want to do 18 here. I guess we push to 20 and then we go from there. Is the joke that I say I need my second monitor to see channel point things, and then you do the channel point banner? Because it's not... I can see channel point things, numbnuts. What I can't see is the banners, which I guess you kind of did prove your point with that. All bosses at 8K? No. That was supposed to be met days ago, huh? And we kind of did it. I said let's do it, and then I said never mind. If you can't show up to commit to all bosses, I'm not gonna do it. And I showed you right, huh? Yeah. That was awkward. But God, what was I even saying? I don't remember. I should have done 2 more endurance there and not 2 more strength. Did I do strength? Oh my God, I thought I did dexterity for. I thought I whiffed. That run we had to reset the other day because I punted and went into dexterity instead on accident was fucking cringe. Like, I don't usually get I don't want to say upset. I don't usually get like tilted. Fuck. But that was a disaster. That roll was a disaster. We're good. I'll save before boss room. I'm gonna use fire bombs here instead of the resin. I'll chuck 2 because we can. I'm gonna use fire bombs over the resin because I want the resin for Clyaaass. And with that being said, I think we're also going to do a sort of different sequence. I think we're going to do everything pre-Anor Londo before Anor Londo. I think we're going to play the game like we're gonna play the route as intended, which means we're going to just play the route as intended. I'll use the master key as little as I can. I'll still open shortcuts. Should be like right here. Yeah. I've had to look up lately my past few runs because I keep like missing the trigger. I keep forgetting where the trigger is, but it's like in the middle of the brick pile. There's like a part in the wall that I usually use to determine like when to turn around. Swing, please. Good. Go. It's a good run so far. It could be worse for sure, but it's not like a bad run. Pyrussy Clyaaass challenge. Just reiterating the title there, because a certain somebody had asked what the stream title was today. I didn't want to lie to him. Why do I talk to Solaire? I don't know. Why not? There's no reason not to talk to Solaire. He gives us a thing. It's easier than not killing him? I don't know. There honestly isn't a reason. I actually did that, like, fairly well to get this line up to the stairs. I don't know why I'm doing, like, crazy strats. Oh my god, why did I fucking roll forward? I had it too, I had the fall. So we go 20. There we go. Do this. I don't have any extra souls to use. And I think I've said this before, but I also don't need to go through Havel's Hole for this like kind of run, because there's nothing down there that we need other than the shortcut, honestly. Like, having that shortcut accessible is nice, you know, but it's not like we need that shortcut to get through like the game as a whole. No pun intended. I know, it's the kind of thing where I can completely live without going through Havel's Hole. Like, just in any run. Just not like I need. I mean, traditionally you would go through for the Grass Crest shield. But we can't use the Grass Crest shield in this run. So there's no point in going through it early. We could just go through the parish, like the natural way, the intended way, rather. Whatever way is comfortable is the natural way, I would say, but the intended way is 100% through the parish without Master Key. Has anybody seen the skip down there? There's a death wall over there, but there's like a way to get over it. I've only ever seen somebody do it in, it was a Japanese runner, I think. But I don't think it's like... I think the thing is that it's just not optimal in any way. Like, it doesn't actually save time. It just looks cool. And it doesn't get you anywhere that, like, changes your pace. You can get down to the lower bergs quicker, but, like, where does that really get you in a speedrun? You don't go down there anyways. In any percent, you don't go down there. In all bosses, maybe, but... I guess that's the thing, is in all bosses I could see it being important skip. But Capra, you kind of just fight shitballs. You kind of just fight Capra when, you know, whenever you want to fight Capra. I remember that I found a really weird death plane over here once. I don't remember where it was. A death plane just being a spot where, like, the game kills you because you're out of bounds. But there are some fucking weird ones, chat. What the hell's over here? Is this a place of no purpose? Cool, my favorite kind of places in Dark Souls. I don't know if I knew that was there or not. I think I killed this archer. Oh, shit. Oh, balls. 6,000 total. You're a fucking nut job. I wish this stream manager told me that in the manager. I guess that's what I'm talking about. Is stream manager doesn't tell me specific stuff like that. It'll tell me that, like, it'll tell me that somebody spent channel points on, like, a specific thing, like a channel point reward, but not that you spent channel points for, like, a channel goal, which is really weird because it should tell me that for sure. That's the kind of thing where, like, if a normal user comes in here and spends 2,000 channel points on, like, a butthole % run or something, you wouldn't be like, wow, Kyle, thanks for spending 2,000 channel points on butthole %. But instead, it tells me when people, you know, submit a challenge and just say pee myself. Do the pee myself challenge. Okay. Yeah, sure. That's what I want to see in my notifications. Pee myself. Do the pee myself challenge. Alright. Cool. We'll do it. It's happening, I guess. Pee myself. I'm not actually peeing myself. But, you know. I'm also never doing that challenge. Rotten, stop asking. I guess between pee myself challenge and queef challenge, I'm kind of just completely over submitted challenge is the thing. Oh, that tracking was really weird. Psych. Also, sorry I haven't been up to date with the Who Cow bimbo breedification memes or whatever. I try my best with them, but you guys haven't really given me material in 2 days, so we're kind of lacking in that department. I'm dreading the parish. Or I'm sorry, I'm dreading the intended route to the parish. I'm just not a fan of it. The rats and the bridge and the pig and all that. It's just like rather tedious. It's fucking hot as hell in my bedroom. I think my fiance closed the window. Also, I did a really weird run when I was doing that. When I started that character to practice consumables only. I had a moment where I was just able to walk across this bridge and just get into the parish without any strife. Like the dragon did his first wave of fire, landed, and then kind of sat like docile for a good bit, and I was so fucking confused. Just purely out of never having seen that happen. Like I've never seen the dragon. I've never seen the drake, the bridge wyvern. He just sat there. And I guess if you're unaware, what he's supposed to do is he's supposed to either come down and fight you, or he's supposed to, you know, breathe fire until you die. Like he's supposed to be like a big menacing threat on the bridge. And because he's a big menacing threat on the bridge, you kind of just fucking, you know, go, oh, I'll just go under the bridge. It takes you to the same place anyways, right? You know, no big deal. But it's this sort of gameplay loop that Dark Souls has, where you're just like, go on. You should die here. Good luck helmet, good luck helmet, good luck helmet. No helmet. Unfortunate. It's not too hard to get through this part, though. Why are they all here? Oh my god, the alluring skull! That's kind of funny as shit, though, not gonna lie. They're all... That's all but this guy and then 2 other enemies up towards the top, I think. That's funny as shit. I literally looked over and they're just all there. I guess the skull pulls them up. The skull pulls them up from the ground here, because those guys are down here like waiting for an ambush, and there's 2 more guys over here. I am correct. 2 more. I don't remember what's over here. Oh, Soul is cool. If this were Dark Souls 2, let's be honest, there'd be like a Pharaoh's Lockstone over there and a secret wall over there. Tons of fucking shit everywhere. I can't wait to get to Dark Souls 2 though. You guys get to see some crazy dedication to skill and routing on my end. Well, to be fair, I've never actually routed like a personal run for Scholar, so maybe not. You know, maybe I'm overselling myself. I don't want to die here. No. Just had to come all. We got so far. What's the smarter way to do this? There's got to be a smart way to do this, right? I guess I could have turned around and opened the key, or opened the door behind the Drake. Actually, I don't think it works that way either. At least I know I was like hella close to the bonfire. This is gonna be where the rats get revenge, right? Yep. If you run into here too fast, I feel like that rat just always hits you. The way he like cuts his turn in like a really weird way. We should be okay. I don't really have to fight these guys. Once the pig is dead, you can just run through this. You can kind of just run through this regardless if the pig is alive. But I guess it's a matter of like... That's so... Oh, we're still in it! We're still in it! No! Fuck me! Is this where we give up and just take the shortcut? Probably. I mean, we lost the soul, so there's no like reason to not give up and just take shortcut. If I still had, you know, a potential 3k there to upgrade our axe with, I would 100% not take the shortcut. We're just gonna take the shortcut. Again, it's the kind of thing where it's like, I'm never gonna get that jump again on stream. It's not even a hard jump. It's just like a swag jump. To be fair, I guess there is some useful stuff down here we can kind of get. I for sure need to upgrade. I'm just gonna risk it. There we go. I always get scared of Havel's hitbox being weird as shit. I probably should turn on one of these days, turn on the hitbox thing, so you guys can see how weird the hitbox on Havel's hammer is like wider than my dong. It's fucking insane. But it's not insane in the like what were they thinking kind of way. It's insane in like, oh my god. Physically speaking, in terms of like shockwaves and stuff, it's probably very okay to have the hitbox be represented in the way that it is. I guess it's like if you look at the hammer, it's like if the hammer had like another hammer model on the side. Hello. We don't need to kill you, but we're going to. Oh, hey Sasquatch. If you're the one messaging me on TikTok, I can't open TikTok. I could open TikTok right now. I probably will when we get to a cutscene. I had to pee anyways. Oh no. What are the summaries of your messages? If you're comfortable with saying so. Oh, that shit. Oh, you're talking about we have one soul again. Oh, I guess the one soul comes from maybe the Titan, the twinkling Titan lizard. Hey, bud, you don't. It's so with that. I'm not gonna name names because it gets weird when I do. But with a situation like that, it's kind of like it's kind of weird for everybody because there was a point in time where there were a circle of people whose entire gimmick in that community was we're gonna be the pillars of the community. We're gonna uphold friendship, and we're gonna be like nice, and we're gonna make sure everybody's friends. And a lot of us were like, okay, cool, we don't really care. And then it slowly became this thing of like, I guess it's a matter of content creators saw it way before like these people's viewers had a chance to see it. We all sort of caught on to this weird thing happening where specifically two of these people were sort of policing the community. And when I say policing the community, I mean at one point, one of them messaged me because one of them messaged me and said, hey, you should do this challenge, that you should do this trend. And I was like, hey, I don't know if you've seen my content, but I don't really do trends. I don't do TikTok trend videos. I make... My content is about competitive play and, like, my thoughts on competitive play from, 20 years of experience. And he sort of went like, well, if you want to be a part of this community, blah, 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 blah. And at this point, mid-roll ad, as soon as I started talking, oh no, let me know when the mid-roll ad is done. Anyways, so to keep things going, let me know when the ad is done, because I believe you can catch up after the ad, but if you can't, just tell me when the ad's... Well, you can't hear me telling me to say when the ad's done, but... Alright, it's over. Last I heard, we're pillars of the community. Pillars of the community. So there was a circle of people who wanted to be, or who put themselves forward and above everyone. And like, okay, guys, we're the pillars of the community. This group with this thing in our username are the pillars of the community, and then this group with that thing in their username, and you can call them, they were like a maybe, you know what two username groups I'm talking about, All of these people know each other IRL, they're all friends IRL, stuff like that, and what I was saying is, yeah, there was, also, hello, Grim. Grim, how's the title? Is it good? Is this a good title? I threw a Yas in there. there was these people sort of came out of nowhere. Did you just redeem it twice? Okay. These people sort of came out of nowhere and I'm gonna die as soon as I get up to this place where I can die. I can't die in that room, unfortunately. It's agonizing. In a good way? At least I have titles that, you know, make people feel things. But, so that's 2 deaths, yeah? Cool. It turned into this thing where these people, these 2 specific groups, were sort of like, is that a 3rd one? Cool. I should have totally seen this coming sooner, as soon as I lowered the, as soon as I lowered the, price. But anyway, Sasquatch, these people came out of nowhere. They all came in a group because they were IRL friends. And their whole entire thing was like, we're going to stop bullying. We're going to make this a community. We're going to make this a family. And it was like, cool, it should be 200. It should be 200. It was 500. I'm an idiot, and I changed it to 100 because I thought it was funny. Somebody told me it should be 1,000, and I was like, no, that's not funny. It should be like a really low amount, but also not like too low. And then my weed brain ass went, oh, just do 100. The other mod said it should be 800, and I was like, that's too high, though. How are we... let's do this. How are we getting to this point? How are we getting to a point where we can decide 500 was too much? All right, well, I'll do 200. I'll take your advice. I'll do 200. But anyways, these fucking people in this community basically came out of nowhere and kind of, like, took control. And people didn't like it, and people were like, hey, we want to do our own things. And I remember my first interaction with these people, Sasquatch, was that specific one we talked about messaged me. And keep in mind, where this could be rescaled, message me about rescaling stuff, and we'll because I don't, from a viewer perspective, I don't really know how much you guys get per thing. I know mods and subscribers get more, but I don't want to be like a mods and subscriber priority thing. Yeah, let's message me after this, and we'll definitely talk about that. The other mod isn't really like active on the internet, so you already have 310. From just being a follower, you have 310. That kind of puts things into perspective. Thank you. I mean that in a genuine way. You have 2K at the moment, will do. I know Rotten has like 100K, but Rotten's been here from the start. Rotten's been here since the start. Has been a mod since day one. And has literally watched like 12-hour streams from start to finish. 10 plus every 5 minutes? Alright, that... Oh, jeez, sweet Louise. We'll talk about this after. Or, like, we'll talk about, like, rescaling after. I gotta finish this story before we start getting into the OCs and whatnot. You get a lot of points for just chilling. Yeah. But this dude... The guy you messaged me, or the guy we talked about, I guess I messaged you about, messaged me, and this was when I was about, like, I was at 2K followers, and he was probably at, like, 800. So he had less followers than me. And he was also, like, less of a name in the community at this point. Like, people didn't really know who he was. When I say community, I mean, like, the overall Magic community had no clue who this guy was. It was just a TikTok thing. So he messaged me, and he tells me, hey, you need to do this challenge, stitch my video and do this challenge, and you'll get a lot of followers, blah, blah, blah. and you'll be part of the MTG family. And I'm like, hey, I don't know you. Like, thank you. Like, I followed you because you comment on my stuff, but I don't know you, and I really don't feel comfortable with you coming into my inbox and telling me what content I'm going to do, because I don't do TikTok trends. I don't do audio trends. I make the content that I feel like making, and that content in the scope of Magic has always been competitive play. It's been, events that I top at, or deck lists that I'm playing on ladder, stuff like that. And he was like, oh, he got like pissy. He got like really annoyed that I would reject him, I guess. And I guess that's where I kind of started realizing, like, this guy's a douchebag. This guy's not the nice, like, I'm the dad of the MTG family, like, that he tries to, like, put on. And from there, it sort of became, like, this revelation that this whole circle of people, all of these, like, Midwest Magic people, like, Magic players from the Midwest, this specific circle, they're all friends. They all know each other IRL. They all, like, fabricate clicks and drama to, like, push this narrative that there are groups that are against each other. And it's insane. Have you seen that page, MTG community content, that just re-uploads other people's videos? And then I tried reaching out to them, like, hey, I'm friends with a few of the people whose content you re-uploaded, and they have no idea who you are. They don't want you re-uploading their content. And they tried reaching out to you, and you blocked them both. All of these people, and this is kind of where it's all starting to come together. It's actually fucked. It's like MTG community content or something. What is that an emote of? But this page re-uploads other people's content. And I was like, hey, I know a few of the people I reached out. 2 of them told me that they don't want you uploading their content, and they tried telling you that. And for whatever reason, this guy made it about love. He was like, oh, well, the community needs to love each other. I do this so that they can get exposure. The 2 people who reached out and got back to me about not wanting to be on his channel each have like 30,000 plus followers across like every platform, 10,000 plus on TikTok. Those are just the Pog emotes, right? I'm pretty sure. So he's re-uploading people's content who have tens and thousands of more followers than he does, and saying that he's doing it to give them exposure, not to, like, farm clout or anything. But then anyways, he made a video about Seb McKinnon, who, for people in the chat don't know, Seb McKinnon attended a rally in Canada, and Seb basically stood side by side with people holding swastika flags. And it was to a point where it wasn't about if Seb had the same views as these people. It was a matter of if you made the conscious choice to stand next to people holding flags like that, that's a concern. A lot of people have a right to be concerned with your involvement in a community like the Magic community when you openly stand next to people holding flags that are used to show support or show alignment with a hate group. This MTG community content page was like, no, we need to love Seb. We need to, like, be on Seb's side. People have a choice. They were literally saying, like, hashtag my body, my choice. So this is where people were like, oh my god, this is like one of those MTG anti-vaxxer people. And we figured out who it was pretty quickly because they made a mistake. They unblocked me on their main account instead of on the MTG whatever page. So we found out who it was instantly. And now that person's kind of like... their content is quite literally just... Here are a bunch of racist supporter or racist creators who've been canceled in the MTG community who are also my friends IRL. Go support them, and it's like, you are a weirdo. This is the weirdest gimmick I've ever seen. Making a page, entitling it MTG community content or whatever, and then claiming to be like an archive page of community content. Oh, that was a weird parry. And then using that page to push your like anti-vax, anti-Semitic friends channels is like fucking bizarre. But anyways, channel points and ussies. What impact do they have on culture? I haven't seen this shit. I need to know who to unfollow. I never want to tell people, hey, unfollow this person. But, I mean, there are some clear winners on MTG TikTok. If you want a really funny story, there's a woman in the MTG TikTok community. I say this because it's, you know, a way to narrow it down. And she's in this circle, and she basically spent months, like, privately exposing another person in this community for awkwardly sexist, weird things that they would do IRL. And it's a very, very, very popular person in that circle. Basically, like, this person didn't want his wife to know that he was on TikTok, and he didn't want his wife to know that he was, like, making videos and doing Stitch and duets with girls on TikTok, stuff like that. And she did a whole spill the tea kind of thing, and tried to get a bunch of people involved, myself being one of them. And I don't know why people always try to get me involved in this shit, because I just love fucking making fun of it. But it backfired. I didn't give a shit, and everyone who I know who she went to also didn't give a shit. So she sort of rallied people against this person, rallied people against another person, saying, like, his content is bad, blah, 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 blah. Basically made herself out to be, like, IRL friends with these people, but hating them. And then blocked everybody she messaged with, like, stupid gossip shit, and then came out and announced that they were all doing a collaboration series. And was basically, like, I guess publicly displaying that she would happily farm clout off these people and collaborate with them despite exposing them for, like, really awkward sexist cheating on their wives or whatever things. But anyways, that's why I don't fuck with Magic TikTok anymore. It's full of snakes, like snaky people. It's full of snaky people. It's full of people who literally only care about their followers. It's full of plague rats, like Jack said. It's just an awful place, and I don't want to be a part of it. I'll make content, I'll make Magic content, but I don't ever want to, like, say that I'm part of, like, the MTG TikTok community. I post MTG content on TikTok. I am not. I don't ever want to be associated with those people. Because the sheer number of them who are, like, you know, hate my existence as, like, a, you know, queer individual and as a Jewish individual, you know, it's like, I don't know, I don't want to fuck with people who are like, it's okay to hang out with Nazis as long as you aren't a Nazi. But why would you hang out with a Nazi? If you're not a Nazi, why are you hanging out with Nazis? Just getting games in and letting the game get good. Yeah, exactly. That's basically the same boat I'm in. I'm like, I don't really mind, you know, playing Magic with people. I don't think anyone on Magic TikTok's really at my skill level. There's like a handful of people, but there are also people who just aren't on TikTok. Well, did you see that David guy recently? That David guy whose entire channel is like dedicated to just bullying and harassing people and like actually that's not true, but not stalking people. But he posts like incel rhetoric. Like he'll post like really weird incel videos. Like, you know, if a woman's had more than 2 boyfriends, she's loose, blah blah blah, shit like that. But then he'll also post. He posted a video like making fun of somebody for like not being able to afford real Magic cards, and he was like, "This, these are some of the cards in my Legacy deck," and he proceeds to show like Power 9 and like a Lotus, and he goes, "And they're all real. All these cards are real," and it's like, first of all, they're not real. You can kind of tell by looking at those cards that they're printed. They have like that weird cheap printer fade to them. Like when you see a cheaply printed proxy, you can just go, "Oh, that's a nice proxy." Yeah, dude, before I even saw that video, he was like telling people like that he was gonna kill them, all this shit, and I was like, dude, this is the funniest thing. I'm gonna farm views off of this idiot. So I made like 2 videos. Or I made a video and like 2 comments on one of his videos, and woke up to I think like 40 new followers off of his videos and people on his videos liking my comments. And I was like, thanks, dude. You're doing the Lord's work, getting me followers. And then he tried telling somebody in private that he's a troll and he's only doing it because he wants to roast people. And it's like, that's not how you roast somebody, you know? Roasting somebody is me telling, like, you know, another MTG curator that they look like they sleep in a waterbed, you know? Or Jack calling a bunch of Triumph Guild people plague rats because they don't believe in the vaccine. That's roasting. Telling somebody that they're worthless because they have brain damage, like he did to me, or telling somebody that like they should have been aborted because they can't afford Magic. That's just like cringe. It's really weird. It's not funny and it's really weird. Also, telling women that like, oh, I can be the Alice. I can be the Mad Hatter to your Alice. Jack's hilarious. I don't know if Jack likes me. Yeah. I want to say this right now because I want to clip this. Jack Maverick, I don't know if you like me. I know you followed me for a long time. I know for a while I used to jokingly follow you and then unfollow you because I thought it was something you would think is funny. But now I follow you. I follow you with a genuine sense of I like your content, most of it. But with more so hope that you also like my content. Otherwise, you wouldn't have followed me. Anyways, Jack Maverick looks like he fucking Jack Maverick. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I'll save the roast for TikTok. I'll save the content for there. But I do unironically like Jack's most of Jack's content. I don't. I guess to be completely honest, I don't like this whole roast meta that the MTG community is in. Just because like not a lot of it's funny. Like people tend to not be as funny as they think they are, and TikTok is a really good example of people discovering that they aren't as funny as they think they are. I think Jack knows the things he's saying are. Jack knows the things he's saying are like wild, but I also think Jack doesn't care. Jack doesn't care if like Triumph Guild Brian blocks him because he called him a plague rat for being anti-vax and shit. The sheer number of those people in that community, like the Outlaws and Triumph Guilds, who thought Jack was not going to comment on the fact that they have, like, you know, they believe, they side with somebody who has anti-Semitic beliefs and they themselves are anti-mask. The fact that they didn't think he was going to go for that was funny as shit. Did you see what he said to Lawfully Blind? I'll say this, Jack, what you said to Lawfully Blind, Jack, if you're listening, what you said to Lawfully Blind was one of the funniest things anybody in MTG TikTok has ever said, because I love Lawfully Blind. He's one of the most wholesome and nicest creators out there. And when I made my Bofa, when I made Will the Wise Bofa, because they printed it saying homo on accident, when I made the Bofa one, he didn't fall for it. He didn't see the Bofa. He reposted it saying, oh, look, they fixed Will the Wise, blah, 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 and he reposted it as official. And I was like, hey, hate to break it to you, bud, but it kind of says Bofa. Like, I made this. One, I made this. Two, it says Bofa Omega Lol. And people got mad at me. They were like, it's not funny that you troll people, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, shut up. Like, who gives a shit? Like, clearly this is a really funny instance of, like, him reporting on things that he thinks, you know, are relevant. And people on Twitter also reposted the Bofa as, like, real. And I woke up the next morning. I posted the Bofa on Reddit. And somebody from Chris or Eugene or whoever from Star City Games posted it as the official rework. Because he also, I guess, is blind and didn't read that it said Bofa. And that's how Lawfully Blind got to it. It wasn't like I posted it saying it was official. I posted it, you know, in Circle Jerk, where I always post shit. And it just became... It got circulated as official somehow because of the Star City Games idiot. But then Jack being like, hey, we know you're legally blind, but it doesn't mean, you know, that doesn't mean, like, we don't have to, like, watch your content or something. I don't know. He said something like that. Something along the lines of, like, making fun of him for being blind. It was just the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard. And then he commented back, Lawfully Blind was like, oh, reaching for the low-hanging fruit. And then he's like, I don't expect you to do much reaching with the shape you're in. And I was like, the only thing Jack reaches for is donuts. I forget what I said. Hey. But I like that I don't like that we're in this, like, ironically bullying people meta, but I like that, it's being fronted by a person who doesn't care because they don't have enough followers to, like, be punished by losing followers. You alright, hon? Is that window open? It's hot as hell in here. Can we just jump up straight? Like a video game character? Alright, let's go do gargoyles. Last time we did gargoyles, we fucked mom. It was really funny. And then we did Lotric right after, I think. Lotric is in the mini boss. Not mini boss, but thanks for letting me know. Did you go through my stuff and unfollow? Yeah, I'll message you. I'll follow up with the DMs. I don't really like open other apps when I'm streaming. Big yikes on their part. It's a yikes on a lot of people's part, dude. It's not even like we can sit here and be like, well, who's at fault for this? Because it's like a group of 20 creators who are all IRL friends. So it's not like these people are, like, unaware of what the other's beliefs are. These people hang out in person and are fully aware that, like, from the start. That's the funny thing is they can't use the I had no idea they were like this because these people push this narrative that they've all been friends for years. And it's like, oh, well, you know, you can no longer say I had no clue that they were like this because you would have had to have known. There's no way you didn't. Oh, yikes. Last time we had a perfect gargoyle, but I'm nervous about this time because I don't think we upgraded our armor. I'm also missing the tail cut every time I swing. We didn't get the tail, but I really don't care. Like, the tail's not gonna make or break this run. As in, like, we don't use it. I wouldn't call that a perfect gargoyle, but it was a really good gargoyle. We also did this gargoyle kind of under leveled, I think. Yeah, 14. I'm in the Midwest. Big reason why I started following them, because they were the same dude. But fuck that, hard pass. Yep. That's pretty much the stance a lot of us have had on it. Like, fuck that, hard pat. Like, none of us want to really just be friends with these people or interact with them. Like, if I'm playing a Magic tournament and I get paired against somebody I don't like, which has happened, like, it happens a lot, I sit there and, like, we shake hands and we say good game and we joke about the match. But, like, in this, it's the kind of case where it's like, I'm never going to play a single game of Magic with any of these people because they're so below me competitively that it's like, I'm on the moon and they're in the fucking Mariana Trench. The fucking Marinara Trench, bro. Get out of here. The Marinara Trench. That's pretty much it. I don't play Commander, and these people are so far below me competitively that I'm never going to play Magic with them. So I can safely just sit here and say, like, fuck you, I don't like you guys. With, like, full big dick energy, as much confidence as I want, just say, fuck you guys. You're all trash. I have to pee, chat this. I'll be right back. That was a fire hose piss, chat. Holy shit. You want to see my content? I want to go to the competitive scene. I love Commander, but I miss competing in 60 card. Check out my YouTube if you want to see more competitive stuff. I stopped posting competitive stuff on TikTok because I just haven't really been playing a lot of events. But I have like full stream highlights as well as like full streams of competitive events. I have, I think, the entirety of Stream League 7. I have my 4-1. I think it was 4-2, 5-2, 5-2 or 4-2 split at the one D-Gen Open, the qualifier, stuff like that. But those are all on my YouTube. I tend to upload every stream to YouTube right after. Yesterday was so weird because that stream we just got corrupted, but it's funny because the save state for that character also got corrupted, so it kind of works out. It's easier just to start anew. We're gonna go back to Firelink. Kill Lotric, do all that. I want to get a new Rogue Energy set soon. I like these larger cups, but the hinge on my one cup is like weird. It doesn't stay closed. And I don't like that because I like to sub to the YouTube and join the Discord. You appreciate the talk. I appreciate your time and I appreciate your conversations. And do work now, so I'm gonna lurk. Good luck working. And have fun lurking. Right, that's a cute thing to say. Thank you there for swinging by. I think we just squeeze out a level up, right? God damn it. 200 off. We can go kill a skeleton, I guess. Wait, we're killing Lotric. Never mind. We're killing Lotric, I said. Game, we're killing Lotric. He's not falling. There we go. That was the most awkward fucking sequence of kicks I've ever witnessed in this game. I thought we didn't have it. I was like, oh my god, we're just fucked, aren't we? He's gonna kick our ass. Oh shit, I don't want to go online. Oh, it's this thing that's dragging. It's fine, I guess. I don't really care. I don't know what this thing does. Perfect. So FAP is nice, just because it's FAP. It's the kind of thing where it's like there's never a downside to having like Ring of Favor and protection. But it's also we have to do I promised we were gonna do this run in the correct sequence of events, so we kinda have to go back to the parish. Or I'm sorry, the Bergs, and then I guess we're doing the depths, which is fine, but I'm trying to think, what do we get out of the depths, though? In terms of items, like in terms of usable things we can, you know, use, what do we get? And I honestly think the answer is nothing. I don't think we get anything. We can't buy new pyromancies. You know? So the pyromancer, it's like setting the pyromancer guy free. We can upgrade our pyromancy, like, itself, like the ability. But then, after, what comes after that, you know? Like, we don't get much, there's really, we have to do Capra Demon too, huh? So we get 2 bosses, 3 bosses if we count the giant rat. So I guess we get 3 bosses, 2 bosses and a mini boss out of it, I guess, huh? We can't pick up Power Within, because we have to use only what we start with. So Power Within is useless. Like, it just doesn't feed us at all. I'm trying to think, what do we actually get? It's just souls, isn't it? We just get souls? It doesn't sound very rewarding. I guess this gives me huge Dark Souls 2 energy, where there's like fucking hidden and secret bosses around every fucking corner that have like no real reward, but they're still fun. So, who is the cat, the tiger boss in Dark Souls 2 in Ilium Lois? Avinia or something? The double Avinia fight's the funniest shit. That boss, I remember people, when that DLC came out on day 1, people were like, hey, there's a whole hidden area. And this hidden area is like fucking crazy because it's like a blizzard with like icicle reindeer and they one-hit you and it's like the craziest, hardest shit in the world. And everyone was like, yo, whatever the loot hidden there is, it's gotta be crazy. And then people... I think it was like 20 hours before somebody beat that boss, like legitimately, in the sense that like, you know, you could just toggle cheats and just kill the boss in one hit. But when that boss was beat, and everyone was like, people were like, well, what's the reward? And it was literally, I forget what it is, but it's like a sword. It's a really shitty sword that's not really good. And everyone was like, oh, we did this whole like you did this whole, because to my knowledge, you had to get to a certain point through the expansion to do that like hidden area. Every expansion in Dark Souls 2 has a hidden area. I think they're literally called challenge areas. And each one of these challenge areas has a boss fight. In the old Iron Kings expansion, it's the Blue Smelter Demon, and then also Sir Alone is in the hidden area. So there's like 2 challenge areas. I guess Alone doesn't really count, because I guess technically the Blue Smelter Demon's the challenge area boss, but Alone's kind of like a secret boss kind of thing. You know, it's a timed boss fight technically, doing the whole like past future travel mechanic fight. Oh, let me show you guys. I saved fire bombs just for this occasion. I lied. I used all my fire bombs. Sorry. My plan was to... I have the lineup right. It's like right here. Somebody said you can line up the hilt of like your axe. And then it's like supposed to be like here, like where my axe is meeting the thing. And then you throw fire bombs. Watch. I think it's a little higher. It's more like this is the lineup. Something like that. And you throw fire bombs, and they literally land on the Capra Demon on the other side of the wall. It's the funniest shit. But I learned the lineup through the hitbox mod. Did anyone else see my stamina? Just decided to say no thanks and just stop. Everyone, people said the Capra Demon was the hardest boss in the game. And he's literally like a baby. He's like the babiest boss now. There's so many ways to kill this boss. And so many of them like involve just not actually fighting him. We're just completely exploiting like the challenge of this area, which is like it's a like one-way alley, you know. I guess the big lesson they've learned here is to not make bosses normal enemies later in your game. Then people would just farm them and find out like the most optimal way to fight them. I personally was a fan of like the going on the stairs, letting him fall, and then just doing the drop down attacks on him. That was always my favorite way to fight Capra. Even long before people started doing weird gimmick strats with the dogs or whatever. I will always remember I read a written guide. It wasn't a written guide, it was more like a written summary of like the Capra Demon and his things like his health pool, his stamina pool, like at what point his like threshold for damage is, so like how much damage you have to do before he'll like stagger, blah blah blah, stuff like that. And this motherfucker in this guide, or the Capra Demon, was intentionally designed to be a gap for beginner players to sort of move up to like experienced play. It was like, in what world does that sound like a logical connection, I guess you would say? Like, in what world is that a connection that you make with your mind? You go, oh yeah, that makes sense. This boss that's like a giant horseman and 2 dogs, you know, that beat you up on a street. Immediately, you know, preceded by an entire area of the game that's completely optional. This optional boss that you know is the precursor to another optional boss, an optional area. Like, people just used to like believe the weirdest shit about this game. But I guess that's just how hard people thought the boss was for like years. And now it's like, what? We're throwing firebombs over the fog gate. We're killing the boss before the boss technically, you know, stops T-posing. I'm just kidding. He's not T-posed. He walks around, I think. I think there's you can move with the assistance of like a free cam mod. You can move your camera over the wall, just kind of see him hanging out. And he I believe he walks around. Not like thugging up the place, but like he just like walks around. The dogs are what's stationary, and then once the fight starts, he kind of just like positions. It's weird because it's like the reverse, where normally like the enemies will be walking around and the boss will be stationary, but the boss is kind of moving and the enemies are stationary. And then the boss, once the fight starts, like once you trigger that fog gate, and the game is like, okay, this guy is walking through. That's when the dogs aggro. They aggro on it like the activation of the gate, which is interesting. I always wondered how he got the dogs in there. I was never more or less curious with like if they were his dogs or not. I don't really care whose dogs they are. To me, it was always like, how did he get 2 dogs in there? Because the rest of the area is polluted with dogs. Look at all these dogs. There's like 5 dogs chasing me right now. You know. So to me, it always sort of felt more like a matter of like, how did he get 2 of what I'm assuming are, you know, his pack of stray dogs? How did he get them, specifically them, into this boss arena? Because if you know the lore, the gates, the fog, it's kind of just like a wall between time. So are him and his dogs trapped in there? Did they choose to be in there? And if, like, you know, why these specific 2? Pyrussy? We're not going there, fellas. I think I just want to go straight to Rat. I don't really care about anything else. Worst case scenario is like if we get stuck down here, which we usually do, I just kind of leave. I think my big issue is I always fucking forget how to actually get through the area. But I remember, though, I remember for a fact that once we come down this way, there's like a weird, it's that weird ladder spot. Because we get jebaited there, right? And then we come over here, we go through here, and it's all the cursed frogs. Oh no, my frogs, they're cursed, you know. Through here. This is the wrong way? No, it's not. This is the right way. It's just a weird area. You know what? I don't think I'm going the right way. I'll know when I know. But I never know. I guess that's the thing, is I never know when I'm going the right way. Oh, shit balls. This is the wrong way, isn't it? It's fine. The worst thing that happens here is we get cursed and the run dies. Which isn't the worst thing that can happen here. There's just so many of them. I like Dark Souls 2 take on the Basilisk, where they're just like these horde monsters that will just like chase you down and eat the fuck out of you. Is Ring of Evil Eye not a bad choice here? It's not kind of not. It's kind of good. Save this on Estus. There are definitely far worse choices for rings in a run like this. Like, it's not a good heal. Like, that's the thing. Like keep in mind, chat. One of those little health ticks up there is like how much Ring of Evil Eye refills. It's not good. I need to find the bonfire down here. But I know that I'm going the right way because I, you know, have already gone the wrong way. So I can't go the wrong way twice. Plus this rat. That's safety rat. He, you know, lets us know we're going the wrong way. Who sings the song Trapdoor? Alexa, play Trapdoor by Ozzy Osbourne, I think.
Trapdoor by Ozzy Osbourne.
I'm right. Alexa, stop. I just wanted to make sure it was I remember Ozzy Osbourne. I was like, does Ozzy Osbourne have a song called Trapdoor? He does. Huh. Anyways, I guess now that that's that case is solved. Speaking of bonfires right here. Doing this backwards, when I say backwards, I mean like going down the rat hole and then doing it like that way is kind of hog. So now I guess we just go 2020, or I guess, yeah, we go 2020. We haven't leveled Vitality up once this entire fucking run. To the point where I think like it's kind of not even a dump stat at this point, huh? We kind of just fuck it. Move on and just we'll do the Gaping Dragon. It was not over here. The merchant guy should be here though, right? I so very often get a chance to say hi to this guy because I never come down here like when I was supposed to. What does he even sell? Nothing? That's cool, I guess. He's one of the few NPCs in this game, to my knowledge, without like a dedicated side quest, in the sense that like he's just an NPC who exists to be a merchant. Which there are, of course. Obviously there are, just those are just a thing in the game. Where the hell's the channeler? Oh, he's like one floor above me. Those are the shadows for the rats that protect the channeler. I kind of want to... It's not one. I kind of have to kill the channeler. I just don't remember how to get up there. There's his shadow. How does Trapdoor go? I don't remember. I think he goes like, Trapdoor! Or something. Trapdoor! I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember. I just know, it came into my mind. I remember the summer of 2010. Ozzy Osbourne released an album, I think, and we Trapdoor. Trapdoor! As long as I keep this bitch away from, like, the rage of the channeler, we're fine. Oh, shit. Trapdoor! Trapdoor! I'm falling through the floor. I think I might have stepped on a trapdoor. Right, is that it? This fight's not going well, but it could be going worse. Pyromancies don't really do much. For the 900th time, chat, we're at the point, immediately after the Bergs is the point where Pyromancies stop doing damage to bosses pretty much. The only Pyromancies that will really hurt bosses going forward, and this isn't like a joke, are like the Great Clyaaass ones. And that's 90% because the lore says they have to. Oh, we're stuck in him. That's fine, I guess. Trapdoor! Trapdoor! I'm falling through that floor. I think I might have stepped on a trapdoor! Trapdoor! I kinda have to kill the channeler. I thought I could just outrun the magic missiles, but it's not a matter of outrunning them, it's just how fucking annoying they are. Like, it just kind of means we're always running. That was such an awkward tail hit. I might even be able to finish this fight, like, before Channeler, or with the Channeler alive. Oh, he just got buffed, never mind. The buff is to... Oh, that was awkward. The buff is to damage and health. But the health buff from the channeler is like not enough. It's not enough to, like, I guess to compare it to anything, it's more like Artorias Rage mode, where like he just gets like a pseudo power within. Well, that's awkward. We're just using this as a chance to kill the channelers. Doesn't really matter. I guess also it's a matter of our vitality. Also 10. We have sub 700 health, which isn't that weird. But there's still that like 800 HP threshold that I like to get around, just in case we like hog dodge or something really weird. I just want to get to the channeler, beat him up, homeward bone. Probably not even homeward bone. We can beat up the channeler and then make an attempt. My thing is I'm not going through that back way to blade now. He should be right here. There he is. I'm falling through the floor. Trapdoor. I'm glad somebody got that. I think Dem Bones is my most parodied song ever. What the hell do you mean? Huh? I'm falling through the floor. Trapdoor. That's so stupid when it's good. Trapdoor. I kind of wish we could. I feel like we would definitely get a huge copyright strike for playing Ozzy Osbourne music. That's the thing. If we were to play, honest to God, if I were to play Dem Bones and sing Trapdoor over it, we'd be fine, I think. I don't think anybody in Alice in Chains knows what Twitch TV is. It's not about what Ozzy knows or what he doesn't know. It's what his lawyers know. And nobody in Alice has a lawyer. I know that for a fact. What? Is that true? They've never been sued for anything. Ozzy ate a bat. He has a lawyer. That, you know what I mean? That's the kind of argument I can make. Ozzy ate an animal. He has a lawyer. Ozzy's gotten divorced. He has a lawyer. Members from Alice in Chains? I don't know. Never been in trouble. Never used Napster. They're fine. I'm falling through the floor, trapdoor. Rob's gonna get a kick out of that, I know it. He's gonna go, that's funny. That's really funny. And then he's gonna listen to both songs and be like, you know, that's really good that you did that. I don't know what they are, and I'll try them later. Did he backleg us? Dude, we just do no damage in fifth. I'm falling through the floor. I must have stepped on a trapdoor. When we move, can we have a trapdoor installed in our house? But like a few of them, and they all lead to the same place, but it's just the laundry room. The budget's $490,000. We could definitely afford a trapdoor. A single trapdoor though. At least that leads to a laundry room of some sort. We have the death cam. We had death camera there for a second. $450. That's for the house plus accessories. What? Like a trapdoor or like a barn, or does the barn come with the house? Huh? If you get a pool, I get a trapdoor. It doesn't have to lead anywhere. It can just be like a hole in the floor that they never finished constructing. Like our house now has trapdoors, but they go up into the attic, right? They're like reverse trapdoors. They're just doors. That's awkward. Ew, he biled. Weapon at risk is fucking not good. Oh, we died anyways. Well, that's those weird, like him hitting us on the side like that. I've never experienced that. What flavors are these? Milk chocolate and caramel. Milk chocolate, caramel, and milk chocolate. Those are the yellow ones. I'm falling through the floor. I must have stepped on a trapdoor. Oh, these are good. Are these Easter candy?
Yeah.
Rabbit. Dove. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, Chad. I can't. I had to go get repair powder. Who sells repair powder? Blacksmith? I'm honestly feeling that the run might be over if I can't get to the blacksmith to get repair powder. Trapdoor. I don't have to talk to this guy, but I kind of want to. I think I do. I should have thought it. Yeah, it is my fault. I should have thought ahead, and I 100% should have been like, "Hey, we're gonna need to eventually repair equipment. If we're using the same shit, we're gonna have to repair it eventually." And I am 100% responsible for setting myself up to like be in that position. So it's really fucking awkward because now we kind of have to like. I have to carefully think about where these souls are coming from. Because I should have enough to just repair, but I also need enough to repair powder. Or to get their repair box. Which I think is sold by the blacksmith? Yeah. Can't run off. The chocolates are good. They're Dove, like this, like soap. Soap chocolate. I'm feeling 24. I have to really try my hardest to not like Pepega fall here. I want to rest at a bonfire so bad, but I can't, or it's game over. Hi, paladins. Yellow ones I like. What ones do you want?
Well, the purple ones aren't
I like the yellow ones, but all that's in here are the wrappers to the yellow ones. Where the hell go?
Yeah, the yellow ones are the blue ones.
Well, you said that the purple ones are for use.
No, I said the purple ones are the ones that you don't like.
Okay. I don't like most chocolate, to be fair. I'm feeling 24. And then what do we do? We just homeward bone back, you silly goose. Repair. Repair box is what we need. I'm feeling 24. We just need 2k for that. We can reach 2k. We can reach 2k off like farming up there, but we don't really need to. It's kind of like I'm okay with the. Dude, I don't give a shit. Just tell me your things. Repair box. One. There we go. We just homeward back, goofball. Wait, what else is broke that we have equipped? guess our pyromancy flame was broke. Weird, but okay. I almost used that. I almost went to use that bonfire too. You guys almost got me. You almost got me. Let's try the yellow or the blue chocolate. Oh, the blue's okay. Doesn't have the caramel. Caramel! What?
The way you said caramel was like a combination of the two ways that people say
Caramel?
Caramel.
Caramel.
Like caramel.
Caramel.
I like it.
No one can say I'm wrong if I say caramel. I'm eating caramel. Ow! Am I allowed to use resin in the class challenge? Why did I yell that? Am I allowed to use resin in the class challenge? I was saving them for Clyaaass, but you just buy more. And resin's kind of going to be a lifesaver. I know of two things that I remember from like reading the class challenge rules. You are allowed to upgrade your weapons, but you're not allowed to give them lightning or fire or lightning attunements. Because honestly, like everything in the game is pretty much weak to either of those. Usually usually like things either like are completely immune to fire, or they take a ton of damage to fire. And most other things are just weak to lightning. It's this weird attribute that like I don't need to go for the tail. It's just kind of a safe option, huh? Like the tail's an easy cut, but it's also like a nice like it's an easy stagger chance. I guess it's like Calamite, where like I don't need to cut the tail on Calamite. I don't ever plan on using the Obsidian Greatsword in like any run ever. I'm feeling 24. I currently can't think of a more iconic duo than this boss and his legs just like one D-ging me. We lost our resin, which is really weird. I kind of want to re-resin, but there we go. He's gonna run forward, I think, so I don't want to be around him. Is he gonna puke? The rare puke attack. I say rare because I never fight this boss. What's his tell for if he's gonna charge? Is it just like, is it where you are? Is his charge on that dependent on where you're standing? I feel like it is. There's the Gaping Dragon. Not really that hard. A lot of people seem to think he is. But he's kind of not. Kind of easy as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. I'm honestly more worried about doing the reverse Blight Town. Which I guess is also technically just the right way to go through Blight Town. I could run back to Firelink and do the short way, but I guess if this way is too like annoying, we'll do the 40-second way. And if that doesn't work, we'll just do the Gerard way. I know there's no death plane over there. Like the jump between here and like that platform, there's no death plane. I know that. And I know that because I watched an all bosses where you land on, I think, like that little gap and you like live. There's no death plane. Your character's fine. Oh, that hurt. Nice going, buddy. Am I really eating chocolate before I work out? I guess. I already ate. I think I ate like 3 or 4 hens this morning. So I can't really complain. I'm already down bad, chat. I'm feeling 23. Excuse me, did you just cut in front of me at the deli? Wow. I'm 23. I'm 23. I wonder what that lady's doing. I told chat that story yesterday and I thought it was the funniest shit. It was also like pretty unanimous that like pretty unanimous that I like that it wasn't wrong of me to like keep things in order. But I was merely just going with how the force dictated the situation. But I was 22. How the fucking deli works, Grandma? I don't care that your grandson's a fireman. Oh. That's really unfortunate because I wanted that for Clyaaass. Now we're out. I thought I unequipped it, that's why. I'm feeling 23. Let me skip in line at the deli. I'm 23. Worship me. My grandson's a firefighter. Dog's sneezing daily. Yeah. When she gets her haircut, like really like buzzed like this, she looks cuter when she sleeps. Which sounds like something like a creep would say about like Honestly, just a creep would say in general. You look so cute with your buzz cut. Am I? Am I past the bonfire? I kind of want to get the bonfire, not gonna lie. Fuck, rats, I knew it. Okay. Here we go, I guess. We can't get more poison, so... I'm feeling 23. A trapdoor. I think it's standing a chance against Clyaaass with this, with these stats. It might be time to call up the Man-Eater. But I don't really remember where Mildred's summon sign is. Mildred's summon sign's like closer to her gate, right? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to stop. Let me get a look at her character. Oh, why does she have black eyes? She has like Baby Yoda eyes. Well, we should make Baby Yoda when we play Dark Souls 2. That'd be fun, right? Oh, Mildred invades. Oh, Lord, she's coming. Oh, Lord, she's coming. Oh, Lord. What was that bit Rob and I were doing with Ozzy Osbourne in his car? The talking car. Ozzy Osbourne in the talking car. You remember that the other night? There's an episode of the Osbournes where, for whatever reason, they get Ozzy a talking car. It's not a talking car. It's not like Knight Rider. Let me make that clear. It's a car that like you can talk into. Like you can say like, "Oh, take me to Starbucks," and it'll like direct you to Starbucks. And the joke was like, Ozzy, like, "Oh, Ozzy, you can tell this car to take you places, and it'll take you places." I don't remember the voice I did for Ozzy. It was, "Where can I get heroin?" Like, no, Ozzy, no, you can't ask it things like that. I want to know why the heroin's at. He never did heroin though, did he? He just did like space drugs, NASA drugs. It didn't let me drink twice there, which is a shame because this is gonna like hurt. Unless we perfectly dodge it. Oh, we're in the lava too. But we're fine. This isn't a bad Clyaaass, but not having fucking resin is such a pain. If one more person says fireball in the chat, I'm gonna fucking scream. We'll do it for fun. No, I don't even want to do it for fun. I don't want to waste time. That's the thing. This fight's hard enough without resin. I might double humanity so we can get 10 Estus. Because I forgot to upgrade my flask. So going 10 Estus over 5 might be like a considerable buff for this fight. It just means we have to heal less. Or it means we can heal more. Because we're on our last heal and we haven't even broke poison yet. And I have enough double humanity to do it. So it's kind of like, why not? But the issue is like... I thought she was going to AoE. I've never seen her go into like her lava like that. Like she had like AoE energy, right? Fuck me, dude. I think I should go 10 Estus. That was from in the house.
It is.
Okay, that's what it is. All my life I've been over the top. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is that I'm on the top. I'm waiting for the day where we have archival footage of Ozzy Osbourne being like wheelchaired in and out of studios and like just saying words in front of a microphone and then an audio engineer just splicing it into songs. Like I want that to be the grim discovery that we have as like a society, that Ozzy Osbourne was like was basically like just puppeteered for like the past 100 years of his life. I don't know what I'm doing, all I know is I don't want to stop. We have one purple moss, and I'm gonna use it like. I mean, it's weird because I want to use it. I want to use it as we enter, but I also want to heal. Like it's the kind of thing where like the sooner I use it, the better, you know. Like I want to use it before we're down too much. Like I'll probably use it here. That was an Estus. Cool. Great, we're fucked. I should just wipe. Oh, will she not enter the domain? These guys are gonna hit me, aren't they? Can Mildred not enter Clyaaass' domain? It's news to me. I never played this game as with my kindling reversed or my hollowing reversed. I'm trying to think of what I can actually do. I don't have enough dung piles actually. I was gonna say dung piles, toxic and poison aren't the same stat. Fun fact. So while Clyaaass is completely 100% immune to poison, she's not at all immune to toxic. Nothing is really immune to toxic, I think, other than the Iron Golem. Because, like, how are you going to poison a Golem? He's not really immune to rock. It's AoE. Fuck. All my life I've been over the top. Oh, I threw a kick in there for good measure. Scallywag. think another awkward problem is like my health pool is like so low to where if she does AoE, it just kills us. Like this is probably yeah. I was stuck between her legs, which is like a weird sentence in any other context. This is a weird spot to fight her. Never seen that attack before. I wanted to swing her sword. There we go. Swing it again. Nice. Give me one of them lava breaths. Is she just swinging? Holy shit. This is awkward. My leg itches and she's not really giving me attacks that I want. Or like even need. There's that weird attack again. This is a good Clyaaass. It's the kind of Clyaaass that could have been done like a minute ago. Had we like had we had resin, but the thing with resin is like I think we're doing 73 with resin, would be doing easily like 20 more. Like she would honestly be dead by now. But it's fine, we got there. I think the problem I was having with that run is it was like it just kind of felt awkward. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't wanna stop. What's crazy is the last time, well, when we did this yesterday, I was able to do it basically in like one shot. Not like one shot Clyaaass, but in this like in the sense that if I use a bone, is Mildred going to be there? But I was able to go from Firelink to Clyaaass domain. In enough time to where like the Homeward Bone. That whole segment yesterday was fucking nuts. That Clyaaass split. It was not only one of my faster Clyaaass, it was also like just a really good fight. I wish that VOD didn't get fucked up. I wish that character didn't get deleted. I don't know what happened. Well, it's the mod corrupted the file, even though the mod I didn't play on that character. Like I made a separate character to play with those mods on, and it still got like wonky. We should have listened to Michael Caine. Michael, we should gonna get all wonky. Now getting out of Blighttown this way fucking sucks. It really does. Which is why you don't see people really do it. Because coming down from Firelink this way, you're basically skipping all of these ladders. And you might be like, alright, Turtle Box, why is that like a huge deal? Like wouldn't you like the ladders really matter? Well yeah, because the poison, you'll see. It's better like it's better to show, or it's better to see than to tell, I guess. It's kind of hard to describe. But these ladders, you just get fucked up with the sheer amount of enemies who throw shit at you, including poop. I also feel like it helps that I just know the path, maybe. So it probably won't be a problem. A lot of people miss this ladder and walk forward, and that guy kills them. But this guy can right out kill you right there. If 2 of those toxic darts hit you, you're dead. You can't out heal it. Well, at 10 Estus we can probably out heal it. But like a normal player isn't gonna like. I should say a normal. Like an average new player isn't gonna understand like, oh, I have to double S, like I have to twin humanity to get to I have to twin humanity double Estus, walk up the ladder during a specific part of the cycle to not get toxic twice. The damage from both dart, the damage from one dart, plus the dot, the damage over time from toxic, it will kill you, and it'll kill you like really quick. Like, it'll probably kill you before you reach the second part of that area. Like that, like the floor up. I mean, you'll be dead before that. These giants don't, these ogres don't follow you, so that's good. I always wonder, more so maybe even forget what key is supposed to be used there. This is the first time you're supposed to see New Londo. So if you're interested in what you're supposed to see when you enter New Londo for the first time, it's this. Whoa. Whoa. You can see the giant. That's the cave to the Valley of Drakes. Literally where you just were. You can see the church. You can't see anything else, really, but it's so cool. You see all these enemies just, like, having a bad time. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is I don't want to stop. It's so hot today. It's hot in Topeka. If anybody's saying stuff in chat, I had to reload my chat, so I'm sorry. Guess I'm not sorry, but I didn't see it, I guess. If you said something in chat in the past minute and a half, I didn't see it. There we go. Yeah. Apologist. So this is where I kind of have to make the decision of, like, how important is Pyromancy Flame, and did we not save him? It was over here. Okay. I have to decide how important Pyromancy Flame is.
Oh, I'm pleased. Oh, and I'll be pleased. Yeah, one. I'm sure that. Right, let's get.
Like I
Goodbye then.
Even if it's just to handle normal enemies, you know. It's still the kind of thing where I'm just like, absolutely, I would be 100% okay. What do we have to do now? Oh, sends. Okay. So to the parish to sends. Hopefully we can make it through the entire parish. Or through the entirety of sends first try, so we can get Tarkus, get to Anne Orlando, and end the stream an hour early so I can go work out and then eat some chicken. Eat some orange chicken. I'm gonna put orange chicken in a burrito with mac and cheese, Velveeta, melted gold. My mouth's watering. Is the dog awake? What's the dog doing? I don't know what I'm doing, all I know is I don't want to stop. Dude, I keep forgetting to use the Firekeeper's Soul. It's the funniest shit. We're gonna get to Anne Orlando and we're not gonna have it used, which is exactly what happened yesterday. We were at this weird point where I had, like, I had reached my 30-30 split for Vitality and Endurance. We were, like, fairly level as well. And I just fucked up my sequencing. And we had some I'm gonna skip that soul. for the sake of like hitting the cycle. Good cycle so far. Where do I fuck up here? Probably here. Oh wow, I called it. How fucking awkward. Did you just know I was gonna fuck up there? +0 flask. Like the default flask we're at won't heal us all the way. Like 90% of the time. That's what I'm afraid of. So things like Ornstein's dash and Smo's slam are gonna get us to a point where we can't just heal once out of. It's gonna be. I don't want to say tedious, because tedious isn't the right word. But it's gonna be. The boulder hit us. The front boulder hit us. We're okay. We can get up here and still have time to heal. Apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently another boulder hill. I've never seen that before. I've never seen a boulder fall and then under 30 seconds another boulder fall. That was really weird. The front part of that boulder is what touched us and killed us, the first one. And then the second one, I guess 2 boulders dropped at once, which I've never seen. We have humanity. We have plenty of humanity. We have another twin humanity. So, like, I'm not worried about missing out on being able to summon. I didn't talk to I did talk to Solaire. So I'll talk to Solaire again when we get to Anne Orlando, so we have Solaire for Ornstein and Smo. But I guess then the issue comes down to, like, farming humanity, maybe, to, like, make that fight as easier as possible. I saw 2 versions of this challenge, or this challenge run, and one said no summons, the other said summons allowed. So I'm kind of like best of both worldsing it, and I'm doing summons on top of getting freely upgraded things. This ball shouldn't drop now because we've rotated it, or it's been rotated against our will, however you want to phrase it. So this is sort of the moment of truth. This is kind of the make or break. So we no longer have to worry about the... Fuck me. I was like mid-thought and forgot that there was a third one there. I forgot that last one was in that row. What are the odds of me talking about how important getting past like that second part was? Scripted? Totally. Not having to worry about the, you know, boulders. Nice though. I miss every cycle on the way here, which sucks. How do I know if I miss the cycles? Well, you kind of just have an intuition. It's kind of based on like, it's kind of based on just knowing how much stamina you have going into this. A huge part of it's also like, just I don't know. I guess internal clock is the right word. You just kind of start to know when you hear them. It's like hard to explain. You'll get into a sense of like, okay, I can hear the boulders, or I can hear this. I can hear them swinging, so I'm not gonna like I have a good cycle or I have a bad cycle, or I'm even if like, oh, I'm in cycle or I'm not in cycle. But this one is always a bizarre one to me. This guy, I'm gonna safety strat. Safety strat's just kiting him out. Like that. And then when you get here, you just kind of walk. And then this is just a straight run. That pressure plate makes no difference. If you step on that pressure plate, don't sweat it. Makes no difference. And then that's how you do sends. If that was to be segmented, it'd be really cool. It'd be like a really good showing of like sends segmented, like each floor on its own, with the safety pool on that one snake man. I mean, I can show you what this one does. That's the same as the other one over there. They both do the same thing. It's 2 pressure plates for the same instance of like trouble. I forgot the reverse hollow. I don't want a reverse hollow. I'm remembering now. I don't want a reverse hollow. Yes, I do. It doesn't matter when I do it. Shit, I'm stupid. This doesn't kill us, right? Doesn't matter. I can summon Tarkus after I kill the buddy. So we'll just pop a twin. Reverse. We'll reverse, and I guess we'll also kindle. There's no reason not to. I'm trying to think what I've actually leveled since Clyaaass, and I don't think it's anything, honestly. We're still at 34 strength. I want it to be at 38 strength, or at least like just sub 40 before we got to An Orlando. But I don't think that's happening. Primarily because I went the upgrade route instead of going just like dumping into stats. And I want to clarify, for the sake of like runs like this that aren't super dependent on optimization, that's totally fine. I keep talking about how consumables only is like not only extremely route heavy, but heavy to the point in where like you can completely lock yourself. You can get soft locked in a consumables only run if you're playing to like the consumable onlys, you know, rulings. Like if you're truly doing consumables only, you can literally lock yourself out of being able to continue a run. It's really awkward. He should be dead. You know what it is? I'm missing an entire 4 points in the strength. So you know that probably has a lot to do with it. So yeah, that should be it. He dropped something too, right? Yeah. Tarkus cheating? No. Tarkus king. Tarkus friend. Tarkus friend to animals. Tarkus friend to streamer. Tarkus talented. You do cartwheel. Tarkussy. Tussy? Iron Tussy? Pyrussy? I don't know. Where's Grim? Grim, how would you say Iron Tarkus as a C thing? Look at all my Mio. Holy shit. Alright, Tarkus, you ready, fam? My biggest concern here is every issue we had with Tarkus yesterday, where he blocked the whole goddamn fucking time. There we go. That's what we want to see. We do no damage. No! This could be it. We're fine. Tarkus, help. Tarkus. Tarkus. No! No! Tarkus! Oh, it's fine. Right, he's fucking immortal. I say he's immortal, but we literally see his corpse in Anor Londo 5 minutes later. You return? Iron Galissi? Well, you know it. I don't like how close to the edge we are, but if he staggers, I think that's a point where he can fall. Where? What? Where did Tarkus go? Where did he go? Alright, the rest of this fight's gonna be really fucking awkward, isn't it? Tarkus just fell through the boss map. And we don't do enough damage to, like, keep the stagger here. We did it! We did! What a fucking fight! Not only did Tarkus fall through the map, but we stagger locked. I've never seen him get stagger locked over here before. Only ever over there and over, like, on that side. But Tarkus falls through the floor, and we get revenge. We get revenge for our baby boy. We squashed the Gussie, the Golissi, the Iron Galissi. John Squirtman, Iron Galissi. My neck hurts. Yeah, I can give her the Firekeeper Soul, can't I? Makes no difference. Yeah, it makes no difference. Oh, we still have his core. I was gonna say, dude, how are we shy? How are we 1 shy of 40? Then I remember this literally happened yesterday too. I just forgot to use the souls we have picked up along the way. The friends we've made along the way. And I guess at this point I'm just gonna try to get to the next bonfire, and then if I can't do that in 1 attempt, I'm just gonna go work out. I also kind of want to prioritize vitality over endurance, because this isn't like an endurance heavy run. Most of the usage of endurance here comes down to, like, preservation. Like, we can't. There's no Grass Crest. There's no Mask of the Child. We can use the dark grain, the dark wood grain ring, or whatever the fuck it's called, the ninja flip. We can use that. That ring is totally legal in this run. But, like, anything else that alters shit like that, we can't use. I'm gonna skip Gargoyle. There's no point. He can also he has a chance of, like, also just jumping off and dying, which is, like, ideal, but at the same time also, like, awkward as shit. And if you're wondering, the Black Iron Tarkus is, like, dead down there. Black Iron's the armor set. Iron Tarkus is the fella. But Tarkus is just dead. That's a little pile of items over there. This is stuff. You can't really show it from this angle. You gotta trust me. Rest in peace, Tarkus. Yep. Served us well. Yep. Can't really look at chat. Sorry, guys. Ooh, that could have been bad. No! Wait! We're okay! No, we're not. God damn it. We were okay there for half a second. I'm gonna end on that note, though. That was kind of funny. Unplugging my controller. We did really good. In less time than we spent yesterday playing, I got just as far. Like, I did an entire 2.5 extra areas just for you guys today. Oh, look, mouse and keyboard. Here we'll see what mouse and keyboard looks like. Space is sprint. I think middle mouse is lock on. It's mouse and keyboard on remastered feels really awkward, but there's also some slight benefit to it. But it's not benefit enough to the point where it's like, it's not benefit to the point to where it's like, M&K is so weird. Have you played remastered? Remastered M&K feels really good, but it also feels awkward because it's still balanced. It's not like, it's not so much like Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 mouse and keyboard is designed to be like playable, so anybody can sort of just not yet know. Try it out, because it's completely rebuilt with mouse and keyboard in mind. We're gonna raid, I guess. Dark Souls Remastered is completely built with mouse and keyboard in mind, in like the best possible way. Merch drop. I don't have a merch drop. Nobody I usually raid is like online to raid, because my old nobody I usually raid is like online. The old schedule raid people are just kind of like not online because they're all asleep. We raid. Is that a VTuber? I always raid VTubers. Where did it go? I never not raid. I never not raid VTubers. What language is this? Spanish? Alright, let's pass on this. I have no idea what's going on. Talk about the TT stuff? I'll see you around. Let's see if we can get the chat. Oh, hell yeah, for sure. Fuck it, I'm not gonna raid. I'm just gonna go to bed. Not go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go work out. I'm used to saying I'm going to bed, but then staying up for 8 more hours. Which I guess is what's kind of happening now. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.